Um, Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone here today, and fellow seekers of wisdom. Welcome to an extraordinary evening where talent meets theosophy. Tonight, we showcase not just skills, but the beautiful spirit of young theosophists expressing their inner light. I'm so excited to see what they have in store. What about you, Leo?
Of course, I am very excited too. Just a couple of personal questions to you, Laxmi. Have you ever had any kind of questions like, who am I, and why I'm here on this earth, and what is the meaning or the purpose of life?
That has been something that has totally been on my mind for a long time now. And I think that is why I came into this campus, into Theosophy. What about you? Yes?
Of course, I do have the same kind of questions. And how do you feel when you talk with your fellows about these kind of questions in group conversation?
Yes, so actually I tried talking about this, especially to my peers outside. And they first said, okay, why are we asking these questions? Then as I started talking more and more about it, they're just like, okay, probably he's gone crazy.
Okay. I think that I pretty much resonate with what you're saying right now, but I would like to give you a good news because you are not the only crazy person in the world. We have a lot of other people out there, and tonight we're gonna have one crazy young person from TS Australia, and he's gonna get on stage and he's gonna talk about something very crazy. It may make sense, it may not make sense, but I hope that you will enjoy what he's going to bring. Please give your welcome to Mike from TS Australia for the Crazy Lone Nuts.
Great, thank you. So, I'm going to tell you a story, and I promise you it's not boring. So the story starts with this ordinary guy, and he's quite ordinary, nothing special about him. He has a job, he pays his bills, but he is a little weird. He's a little weird. They go out, the friends go out and have dinner, and people are like, hello, how are you? And what did you have for breakfast? And people will be like, yeah, I went to the gym and, I paid my bills. It was all pretty cool. But when it's this guy's turn, he is like, I've been thinking about what is the meaning of life. And the table goes quiet. This is a group of people who are gonna, head out to the bar and get drunk. And so they were like, okay, yeah, we can understand that. But anyway, I just had my driver's license, renewed and took my pet to the vet and blah, blah, blah. And this guy says, yeah, I've been thinking about what happens after you die. Ooh, and you know what happens to that guy. And so this guy, he lives an ordinary life, but he has an ordinary name. But behind his back, the friends call him the Crazy Lone Nut. And the Crazy Lone Nut lived an ordinary life, but one day his life changed. And that is when he ran into another Crazy Lone Nut. But when you're the Crazy Lone Nut and you've been the Crazy Lone Nut for decades, you gotta be careful, because what if he's not a Crazy Lone Nut? What if he's normal? You gotta be careful. And so you approach him quietly and say, hello, what do you think the meaning of life is? And he says, well, you're crazy, aren't you? Okay. This guy says, to answer your question, the meaning of life is to serve the great ones. And the Crazy Lone Nut is like, oh wow, finally, someone I could relate to. Well, tell us about the great ones. Who are they? Where are they? And this guy says, well, the great ones, they're up there. And he's even more excited. Finally, there's someone I could have a conversation with. Yes, I really like that idea. And I can't wait, to finally be able to do something good for the world. And this guy says, yes, actually the great ones, they're already here. They're in Area 51. And they're going to come in those crafts, and they will redeem us all, and blah, blah. And you know where that conversation is gonna go. You see, sometimes you ran into the wrong crazy nut this time. So the crazy lone nut goes home depressed, life goes on, and as it happens, he ran into another crazy lone nut. And this time, he's even more cautious. Hello, what is the meaning of life? And he says, yes, the meaning of life is to look for the truth. Oh, this time is better, looking for the truth. And he says, okay, I can take that. So what is the truth? Can you tell me? And this other guy says, no, I cannot tell you, because to learn the truth, you have to pay. Okay. And he says, okay, I'm all for it. I can volunteer my time. I can, fast for a week. I can, wash myself 10 times a day. Tell me, what do I need to do to get to the truth? And he says, yes, it will cost you $5,000. Well, now we know where this is going to go. And the lone nut is like, oh, not again. And he starts to walk back. And the guy says, wait, no. I give you a special price, $3,000. I'm the founder of this website, $3,000. And well, it didn't work out this time. The lone nut is like, no, thank you. He goes home. Life goes on. He goes to his job. He pays his bills. And one day he met yet another crazy lone nut. And this crazy lone nut, he seems to be meditating. And he is like, hello, what is the meaning of life? And this guy, he's meditating very intensely. And he says, the meaning of life is to attain nirvana. Oh, we can handle that. Like, that is something good. At least, it's better than that alien conspiracist and the consumption-driven enlightenment deal. It seems to be better. Okay, tell me, how do I get to enlightenment? How do I get to nirvana? And he says, to get to nirvana, you need a set of mantras. And he takes out this book, which looks like a dictionary. Here you go. Here is the book. And repeat the mantra. And the crazy lone nut is like, okay, I repeat the mantra, I get enlightened. And he says, no. Here is a A4 page. And on the A4 page, you have little boxes. Every time you finish repeating the mantra, you do a tick. So you go, tick, tick. And that thing is like a 1,000-page long, right? And he's like, okay, so if I do this every day, I tick the whole A4 sheet, I attain nirvana. And he says, no, wait a second, here's a box of sheets. And, well, that is not going to work out. And so the crazy lone nut is like, well, no thank you. But as the crazy lone nut is about to go home again, he knows which path that way will lead to. It leads to him being a crazy lone nut. He's already turned his back on the normal people. He's turned his back on the alien conspiracist and the consumption-driven enlightenment. This time, the crazy lone nut says, no, I'm going to stand my ground, and I am going to fight. I am going to tell this person this is wrong. And he gets very excited. But then he realized that he didn't actually know anything about this whole thing. He became a crazy lone nut after watching a video by this guy from Argentina. But he actually didn't know a lot about what it is. And so he tried to have an argument with this guy, but he couldn't win. And therefore he goes home. And for the next 2 years, this crazy lone nut studied the literature and read every book he could get his hands on, except the Secret Doctrine. That's way too hard. And then he came back to the Buddhist materialist, and they had an argument, and he won. And the crazy lone nut felt good, only very momentarily, and then he went back to his home again, depressed. What else is going to happen? He's back to square one. He is the only crazy lone nut in the world, it seems. And that's when he made up his mind to say, I'm going to trace the source. I'm going to go to the place where there's a whole bunch of crazy lone nuts. I'm going to go to the place where this whole thing started. And several years later, that crazy lone nut finds himself speaking here in this hall.
I guess that's the thing with speaking and saying what we try to think and what we really feel, right? We sometimes thought of as a crazy lone nut like that. So that's why actually we thought we'll do poetry instead of speaking. So let's start with some poetry. So first, we will have Leonardis from TS Singapore presenting a poem called The Golden Stairs. So The Golden Stairs is actually a writing that's taken from the letter of a master that Blavatsky had published. It was first presented in 1888 to the members of the TS, and in 1890 it was made public. So it has been inspiring generations of Theosophists. So let's have Leonardis.
A pure life, an open mind, a pure heart, an eager intellect, an unveiled perception, a brotherliness for one's co-disciple, a readiness to give and receive advice and instruction, a loyal sense of duty to the teacher, a willing obedience to the behest of truth. Once we have placed our confidence in and believe that teacher is in possession of it, a courageous endurance of personal injustice, a brave declaration of principles, a valiant defense to those who are unjustly attacked, and a constant eye to the ideals of humans' progression and perfection, which the secret science depicts. These are the golden stairs up the steps which the learner may climb up to the temple of the divine wisdom.
I think just listening to that poem made me have a calming feeling. And I guess from the stillness, I can sense that in you as well. So next, let's have some music, no? Just to get that energy up. Next, we will have Clover and Arthur, who will be performing Rumi's poem, but set to tune with the music of a guitar. It's called One Song, which celebrates humanity's shared spiritual essence and transcendent love. It was composed in the 13th century in the Sufi tradition, and it calls for unity, self-reflection, and harmony. Let's have Clover and Arthur with all your hands coming together as well.
All religions, all this singing, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. The sun's light looks a little different on this wall than it does on this one, and a lot different on this other one. But it is still one light. We've borrowed these clothes, these time and place personalities. But when we praise, we are pouring them back in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we'll have Abhinav, who'll be presenting not one, but two poems. And this is both written by Sri Pungya. The first poem is about discrimination, and it emphasizes that worldly attachments are ultimately ephemeral. This poem asks us to recognize this illusion and transcend the clinging and reside in the unchanging self within. The second poem is about the purpose of life. I'm sure most of us are still trying to figure that out. Probably we'll try to get that once his poem is over. So it highlights the teachings of Advaita, and it's about recognizing one's true identity as boundless emptiness. By emphasizing peace, love, and silent self-inquiry, its intention is direct realization of the self. We'll try to see if how many people get actual self-realization after this poem.
All that you are attached to, all that you love, all that you know, someday will be gone. Someday will be gone. Knowing this, and that the world is your mind, which you create, play in, and suffer from, is known as discrimination. Discriminate between the real and the unreal. The known is unreal and will come and go. So stay with the unknown, the unchanging, the truth. Discrimination destroys clinging. By exposing the transience, the illusory nature of the object to be clung to, all which appears and disappears is not real, is not real, and no nectar will come from it. So don't cling to it. Don't cling to it. Once you let go, do not turn back to it. Stay as eternity in your own being. Stay as eternity in your own being. The purpose of life is to be at peace, to love all beings, and to know who you are. Know yourself, and you know everything. This immaculate knowledge alone is. Emptiness alone is. How can you come out of this? If there are no limits to it. The appearance of a manifestation is but the play of this emptiness. Know who you are here and now by simply being quiet, by simply being quiet.
I think the slow, stirring words really moves one's heart. It really makes us think. So I think for the next performance, as we're thinking, we'll have Jimena present a poem about Kristen Lowe Weber, by Kristen Lowe Weber. It's called Mother Wisdom Speaks. This conveys the aspect of divine guidance and compassion. It reflects on God's nurturing aspect, challenging patriarchal norms, and invites us to find sustenance and wisdom in a maternal, sacred presence, which would foster spiritual introspection and growth. Jimena.
I am the maiden of joy. I am sung in the wind and rain upon the rocks. I am fair love and holy hope and the flight of the dove. I am earth betrothed. I am mystical rose. I am the mother of mystery. I hold opposites together. I birth children and sever the cord with my teeth. Those I love, I send away to their lives. I am the cauldron of fire and the cup of milk. I am the two-edged knife. I am the old woman. I am the queen. I am the woman. I am the queen. If you seek me, you will find me everywhere. I am the womb of wise blood. I am the world's crown. I am diamond. I am pearl. I shine with the wisdom of God. I am the circle of being. I am glory, a splendor of infinite life. I am the spiral, the fullness of being, fully becoming, forever, world without end. Some of you I will hollow out. I will make you a cave. I will carve you so deep the stars will shine in your darkness. You will be a bowel. You will be the cup in the rock collecting rain. I will do this because the world needs the hollowness of you. I will do this for the space that you will be. I will do this because you must be large, a passage. People will find their way through you. A bowel. People will eat from you, and their hunger will not weaken them to death. A cup to catch the sacred rain. Light will flow in your hollowing. You will be filled with light. Your bones will shine. The round open center of you will be radiant. I will call you brilliant one. I will call you daughter who is wide. I will call you transformed.
Thank you, Jimena, so much for your poem. And we have been listening to a few beautiful poems. And I think that this is the time for me to share with you a little story about a candle. And I think that maybe a lot of you here have heard about this story. So lighting a candle is a sacred ritual to represent a bridge for the gap between the earthly life and the divine realm. So there's a saying that a candle does not lose anything when it lights another candle. And this is also something that our fellow from WFYT and her song is about. So please welcome me and welcome Smita on stage for the performance of the light to another light. Please give her a warm welcome.
ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। कौन है ऊंचा कौन है नीचा, सब में वो ही समाया। भेद भाव के झूठे भरम में ये मानव भरमाया। कौन है ऊंचा कौन है नीचा, सब में वो ही समाया। भेद भाव के झूठे भरम में ये मानव भरमाया। धर्म ध्वजा धर्म ध्वजा फहराते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। सारे जग के कण कण में है दिव्य अमर एक आत्मा। एक ब्रह्म है एक सत्य है, एक ही है परमात्मा। सारे जग के कण कण में है दिव्य अमर एक आत्मा। एक ब्रह्म है एक सत्य है, एक ही है परमात्मा। प्राणों से प्राणों से प्राण मिलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। Thank you.
I think there's always something in music which moves the human soul. So, next, I was always, in school, I was a student who really didn't like questions and answers and all those kind of things. But actually, we have poems written in the form of question and answers which are so intriguing. And we're going to have one of them right now. So, this next poem is by Svet from TS Russia. He'll be presenting the poem called Uphill by Christina Rossetti. It's about life's challenging journey and the ultimate spiritual assurance. It's a reflection on perseverance, hope, and trust. The verses from this poem were actually used by Blavatsky herself as an epigraph for her seminal article on spiritual progress. So we'll have Svet.
Namaste. Uphill. Does the road wind uphill all the way? Yes, to the very end. Will a day's journey take the whole long day? From morn to night, my friend. But is there for the night a resting place? A roof for when the slow dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that inn. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? Those who have gone before. Then must I knock or call when just inside? They will not keep you standing at that door. Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all who seek? Yeah, beds for all who come. Thank you.
Thank you, Svet. Now, next, we have Wei Ling, who is going to be presenting a poem called as Tao Te Ching. So it's a poem by Lao Tzu, and it's about living in harmony with Tao, the way. It's based on the principle of balance, non-attachment, and effortlessness.
Beauty and ugliness have one origin. Name beauty and ugliness is. Recognizing virtue recognizes evil. Is and is not produce one another. The difficult is born in the easy. Long is defined by short, the high by the low. Instrument and voice achieve one harmony. Before and after have places. That is why the sage can act without effort and teach without words. Nurture things without possessing them, and accomplish things without expecting merit. Only one who makes no attempt to possess it cannot lose it. Only one who makes no attempt to possess it cannot lose it.
And the next performance is from another member from WFYT, a very, very young, lovely, and active member. And she is the second generation of Theosophists. And if you ever have any question for yourself, Where can you find happiness? Would there be any place without sorrow in this world? And if you're struggling to find the answer, you may find your answer in the next song. Please welcome Prachi.
चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले एक ऐसे गगन के तले सूरज की पहली किरण से आशा का सवेरा जागे सूरज की पहली किरण से आशा का सवेरा जागे चंदा की किरण से ढलकर घनघोर अंधेरा भागे चंदा की किरण से ढलकर घनघोर अंधेरा भागे कभी धूप खिले कभी छाँव मिले लंबी सी डगर न खले जहाँ गम भी न हो आंसू भी न हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहाँ दूर नजर दौड़ाए आजाद गगन लहराए लहराए जहाँ दूर नजर दौड़ाए आजाद गगन लहराए जहाँ रंग बिरंगे पंछी आशा का संदेशा लाए सपनों में पली हंसती हो कली जहाँ शाम सुहानी ढले जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले एक ऐसे गगन के तले
If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Yes. And since we already have the thumbs up, can I also hear you give a hooray? Yes, perfect. Okay, so all this is nice and cheerful, and when things are happy and cheerful, I understand all the singing and the poems and everything. But you might be wondering if sometimes we're feeling ill or when we're not in the best of moods, how do poems help us? So, for that, for exploring that, we have a beautiful couple from across the globe. We have Yes. So we have a beautiful couple who are going to explain about how we can, even in the most difficult times, turn to poem to explore our inner resilience, inner spirit of resilience. So for that, we have Swet and Jimena. They're going to present a poem called Invictus. And by the way, just for the record, Invictus was actually written by a person called as William Ernest Henley. And this was during his time of hospitalization. He actually was hospitalized and he wrote this poem, and this poem really helped him build the spirit of resilience, and whatever was needed to survive was given to him by this poem.
This is Invictus. Out of the night that covers me,
black as the pit from pole to pole,
I thank whatever gods may be.
For my unconquerable soul,
In the fell clutch of circumstance,
I have not winced, nor cried aloud.
Under the bludgeonings of chance,
My head is bloody, but unbowed.
beyond this place of wrath and tears,
Looms but the horror of the shade.
and yet the menace of the years.
Finds and shall find me unafraid.
It matters not how straight the gate,
How filled with punishments the scroll.
I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is a beautiful song by a poem by a beautiful couple. And did you guys know that they met only last year and in our convention as well? I think that is a fun fact for me. So we have next Mike. Just to see how the TS and the convention binded them, Mike is trying to explore what binds us all.
For what binds us? There are names for what binds us. Strong forces, weak forces. Look around, you can see them. The skins that form in an empty, half-empty cup. Nails rusting into the places they join. Joints dovetailed on their own weight. The way things stay so solidly wherever they've been set down. And gravity, scientists say, is weak. And see how the flesh grows back across a wound with great vehemence, more strong than the simple, untested surface before. There's a name for it on horses. When it comes back darker and raised, proud flesh. As all flesh is proud of its wounds, wears them as honors given out after battle. Small triumphs pinned to the chest. And when two people have loved each other, see how it is like a scar between their bodies, stronger, darker, and proud. How the black cord makes of them a single fabric that nothing can tear or mend.
Thank you, Mike. So for the next performance, before I go into that, I wanted to share something that really inspired me. So as I sometimes went to the riverside, I saw a large amount of trash being washed up onto the shore of the river. And actually, I should be a bit not very proud to say this, but then I thought, okay, someone someday will clean it up. And what really inspired me was that there was actually one person who was doing a lot of cleanup. Over the next month when I went there were about 70 bags of trash. I thought maybe it was a group of people who had just come and cleaned up all the trash, but no. It was one person who had tirelessly every day gone and cleaned up a lot of all that was there and really inspired me. So when I was actually talking to this person, and this person is Mary Kay over here. So when I was talking to her, she was really inspired about a connection with nature and connection to trees, plants, and everything. So now we have Mary Kay, who will be presenting a poem about her connection with trees. It's called as How Much Can I Learn from a Tree by Satish Kumar.
Sometimes I come across a tree that seems like a Buddha or a Jesus, loving, compassionate, still, unambitious, enlightened, in eternal meditation, giving pleasure to a pilgrim, shade to a cow, berries to a bird, beauty to its surroundings, health to its neighbors, branches for the fire, leaves for the soil, asking nothing in return, in total harmony with the wind and the rain. How much can I learn from a tree? Tree is my church. The tree is my temple. The tree is my mantra. The tree is my poem, my prayer. Thanks, Marcus, so much for such a loving and moving moments. And it's a good reminder for all of us about the nature around us. And I really hope that this poem is going to be an inspiration for you to love the nature and to help nurture the nature. Now, moving on to the next performance. This is a big surprise for us, to be honest with you. The youth convention started on the 27th of December, and this year we had a totally new member. We haven't seen him before. He was very quiet for a couple of days at first. Because of the time difference, he didn't attend much of the sessions because he was so sleepy. But towards the end of the youth convention, he started to show up, then he starts to speak. And then we discover that he actually has so many talents. And tonight, Arthur from TS Brazil will present to you one of his recently discovered talents. Please welcome on stage, Arthur.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy. Oh, Master, grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, in giving to all men that we receive, and in dying that we're born to eternal life.
I think that was a very healing experience, probably like a group meditation, group healing. But talking of healing, I'm reminded of a poem by Joseph Bruchac. This poem underscores the restorative power of nature and storytelling. Drawing on indigenous traditions, Bruchac invites readers to reconnect with ancestral wisdom and embrace nature's teachings for personal and communal healing. I want everyone to close your eyes and feel that power of healing coming into you. Half on the earth, half in the heart. The remedies for all the things which grieve us. Wait for those who know the words to use to find them. Penobscot people used to make a medicine for cancer from mayapple. And South American people knew the quinine cure for malaria 1,000 years ago. But it is not just in the roots, the stems, the leaves, the 1,000 flowers that healing lies. Half of it lives within the words the healer speaks. And when the final time has come for one to leave this earth, there are no cures. For death is only part of life, not a disease. Half on the earth, half in the heart. The remedies for all our pains. Wait for the songs of healing. I hope you feel more healed from everything that you've been going through and feeling. And for the last poem, we have Aditya, who has been actually coming to the TS for more than 10 years, I presume, from when he was a little child. So Aditya is going to be presenting a poem called O Me, O Life by Walt Whitman. This poem explores the existential despair, society's confusion, and the individual purpose. Whitman invites us to look within and highlights every person's vital contribution to life's powerful play and step out of unconscious living to a more conscious approach. Ultimately, the poem urges hope and purposeful living. Now let's listen to Aditya.
O me, O life, of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of the cities filled with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself. For who more foolish than I, and who more faithless? Of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the object's mean, of the struggle ever renewed, of the poor results of all, of the plodding and sordid crowds I see around me, of the empty and useless years of rest, with the rest of me intertwined. The question, O me, so sad, recurring, what good amid these, O me, O life? Answer, that you are here, that life exists, and identity, that the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
So, thank you so much for your patience to stay to the very end of this night. And this is going to be the closing performance. And this is something that we need your help. So what we're going to do next is a group chanting. Do you know the mantra Om Shanti? Yes? So what we're going to do next is we're going to chant the mantra together. So for this group chanting, there's just a few things that I would like you to remember. Number one, when we start the chanting, we are nobody. We have no name. We are not someone special. Forget your name. Forget who you are. Just chant the mantra. And keep chanting until you become the mantra itself. After the mantra, there will be a short silence meditation for 1 minute. Please join us for this group chanting. Close your eyes. And please chant with us when you feel that you're ready. And remember, you have no name, and you are nobody.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om
Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And we would like all of you to take this piece into your houses, into this new year, and into your lives. Thank you.
Yay. And thanks to all WFYT group. Can we have a big round of applause for them? Thank you everyone for presenting us such a nice evening, peaceful evening. Thank you on the first day of the new year. Thank you everyone. Thank you.